And welcome to the Aaron Katzman Show. I'm your host, Aaron Katzman. We speak about your life, your money, and your investments. And as always, we're coming to you from the spiritual and soon to be financial capital of the world, Jerusalem, Israel. If you like this content, please hit the like button below. If you've not yet done so, please subscribe to both the YouTube channel and to the podcast. And if you think somebody might find this of interest, go ahead and hit the share button below. So I'd like to speak about retirement. Okay. I've never, Katzman, you've never spoken about that before, huh? It's really, really important because there was really good, positive information that was released by Vanguard a week or two ago, where there it showed that over 50% of employees are now saving 7.7% of their salaries into retirement plans. When you factor in employer contributions, that number gets over 10%, closer to almost 12%, which is fantastic. The fact that over 50% of people are now doing it, as opposed to the mid 30s a couple of years ago, is fantastic. It means that everybody's listening to the podcast, the great podcast here, and everybody's taking my advice and going ahead and investing. Well, maybe, hopefully that's the trend. But now we've got Zoran Mamdani, the New York mayoral candidate who is giving everything away for free. You don't need to do anything because Mamdani is going to take care of it for you. Okay, it's great. Here we come. He's a progressive. He's a democratic socialist. He's a commie. Okay, I'm kidding. Okay, but he definitely is all for redistributing your wealth. Okay, so watch out. Okay, free buses, rent control, all these kinds of things, right? And how, obviously, we know how he's going to pay for it because it's all free, right? It has no cost when it's free. Dun, da, 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 wrong. He's going to be raising taxes, corporate taxes. He's going to be raising income tax, state income taxes on all kinds of taxes, not necessarily income taxes, but on the wealthy. And we know that since his primary win, real estate agents in Palm Beach, amongst other places, Boca, Palm Beach, Coral Gables, all these places in the Florida state of Florida, in the Sunshine State. This has been a gold mine for real estate agents as their phones are ringing off the hook for New Yorkers who are going to make a run for it. Okay. But perhaps the best example of what he wants to do is to have the government run grocery stores. I just love it, right? Because he's going to bring down the prices of groceries. Now, anybody who knows anything about the food industry, groceries, these stores are running on like 1% to 2% margins, right? It's a talking point that they are, they're out there and they're taking advantage of the poor and they're raising prices and they're just making boatloads of money. The only problem is it's just not true. Okay. According to an April 2025 report from the Office of New York State Controller using Bureau of Labor Statistics data, the cost of food at home increased by 27.5% between fiscal year 2019 and 23. But inflation surged during those 4 years anyway. However, this price increase was not caused by New York City's 1,002 grocery stores focused on making a profit. Grocery store profits range from 1% to 2%. Okay, that's like government data. Okay, it's just insane to think, right, that he's going to be a, let's say, supermarket magnate, right? First of all, the fact that he's never worked before, but it's not him per se. It's the whole philosophy. How the heck is the government going to start competing against Walmart and Whole Foods and, Safeway and what have you, right? It's just, there's no scale, right? It's all about supply chain. in the food industry and economies of scale, right? You buy so much, you get really, really cheap pricing, right? AKA Walmart. Now, what do these guys know about running a grocery business? They know nothing about, and don't say, oh, well, we're going to take the head of Walmart. Yeah, one of the Walton family members is going to come and work for the city of New York. And we're just going to blow the lid off of supermarkets. And supermarkets like we've never seen before. It's insanity. And why people fall for this stuff is beyond me. Why? Because they like free things. They don't think there's a cost to free things, and they like utopia. Now, those of us who are more seasoned realize there is no concept of utopia when it comes to economics. But for the youth out there who are still full of passion and ideology, they're creating their utopian society, which we all know, aka communism, right? Marx. It doesn't work in the real world, okay? So good luck with those supermarkets, okay? I don't know who's going to go shop in there. I bet you they're going to lose money. That's just my guess, okay? I'm not a gambler by trade, but my hunch is it's not going to be successful, and it's going to cost a lot of money, which a city which is already in debt doesn't have. But what the heck, right? And the funny thing is they can't even print money. That's even the funnier thing. They can't even cause huge amounts of inflation by printing money. They're just gonna, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's probably gonna be fun to watch unless you actually live in New York City. Why am I talking about this? It's because these same people say, hey, just the government can do everything. We are there for you. Okay. You don't need private industry. You don't need markets. You don't need capitalism. That's all a scam. It's the rich people taking advantage of the poor people. Okay, we'll take care of you. We're good meaning, we're well meaning, we're ideologues. We're going to redistribute the wealth so that everybody gets the same. There's no people who are better off, people who are worse off. It's all going to be equal. We all know how that turns out, but apparently these young folk don't know exactly how it's going to turn out, so they're going to have a rude awakening when it doesn't work. Okay? The same holds true with your retirement savings. Don't think that, Social Security or whatever government pension you think that you're going to be getting, Bituach Leumi in Israel, whatever you have in other countries, is not going to be the solution to a secure financial retirement, a financial future. You've got to do it yourself. It might be nice, might help a little bit if it's still around, if it doesn't go bankrupt in decades from now, but you really, really need to do it yourself. That's why I was still uplifted by that Vanguard study that I quoted at the beginning, where more and more people are putting more and more money into the retirement plans. That's fantastic news. Let's hope it continues. Let's hope people don't have, the wool pulled over their eyes by, these progressives out there who are going to take over everything and run it for us because they know what they're doing. Okay, do it yourself. You want to have a secure retirement? Be able to live the retirement you dreamed of? You want to travel? You want to volunteer? You want to give money to charity? You want to help out your grandchildren? You want to garden? Whatever it is that floats your boat. The only way to do it is if you put away money in your own. Do it yourself. Don't rely on anybody to bail you out. Certainly not the government, because they ain't going to bail you out. They never do. They talk a good game, but it doesn't work very well. Okay? So don't fall for free. Okay? Nothing is free. You want to have a secure retirement? Save, invest, live within your means, no debt, and do it yourself. Okay? You've been tuning into the Aaron Katzman Show. We speak about your life and money and your investments. If you like this content, please hit the like button below. And if you've not yet done so, please subscribe to both the YouTube channel and to the podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll speak to you soon.